Hello gamers, and welcome back to Solo Spelunking. And yeah, we're back in our Star Wars campaign, A Smuggler's Tale, Star Wars powered by Knave, where you can follow the exploits of Galen Ryder, smuggler and outlaw by necessity, if you will. And in the last episode, session 1, he got his first smuggling job that he needed to complete. The job was to transport 20 tons of presumably consumer electronics to a system in the mid-rim, to the LaRoom system. And the thing was that even though the cargo, at least that was what he was told, at least the cargo is not contraband, he was supposed to slip it past customs. But as he arrived in the LaRoom system, he got intercepted by, let's say it's a pirate ship, because they demanded that he handed over the cargo and they threatened him. And this was the result of a random encounter that I rolled using the one-page Mythic Game Master emulator, which basically yielded the result of deceit and attain. So I figured that would mean attain by deceit. So basically what I determined that he was double-crossed by his employer, a Sabrek female, and she used him to transport the cargo with no intention actually of paying him, but instead stealing the cargo from him at the destination together with his ship. Of course, Galen doesn't know all this yet, and he got threatened by a fire spray pursuit craft, and they demanded that he handed over the cargo. And he lost the chase, so now, the pirate ship has caught up to him, and we are about to resolve a space combat. So what you see here are some miniatures that I got from the Star Wars miniatures game Starship Battles, which, came out when the Star Wars miniature game was still popular, but it was not really successful. There was only the core set, no expansions, and the game wasn't really well designed in my opinion, and it didn't really have a lot of tactical depth, and but the models are nice. They come pre-painted. I do like pre-painted models because I'm not much into miniature painting, and you can use them for all kinds of other stuff if you do solo or even group play and play a Star Wars role-playing game. So here we have our pursuers, and this is our brand new stock YT 1300, the Never Too Late. So since I already lost the chase, the skill challenge, my pursuers caught up to me. So this is the planet, and it projects the gravity well, so I can jump into hyperspace. And I'm using, of course, the Knave system to resolve space combat. And basically this just or almost works like character combat with a little extra edit. So starships have a speed. My YT 1300 has a speed of 4. My Pursuer has a speed of 6. And one unit of speed basically allows you to move 1 square in any direction, even diagonal. And at the end of your move, you have to indicate you're facing, but you can basically turn freely as much as you want. So we're using firing arcs. It's not really important in this space battle, but it can be important if you fight multiple ships that have weapon emplacements on different sides, or different areas are protected by deflector shields and other areas are not. But now we don't really have to worry about facing. It's just for fluff. And so I got a speed of 4. I got the stats of my Pursuer here on my erasable digital pad that I introduced in session 0, so that I'm going save up some scrap paper and save some trees. I deal 1d6 points of damage with a Firelink dual laser cannon, which is turret mounted only on top, but since I don't have a gunner, I can also fix this turret in the forward firing position and fire the gun from the cockpit. I got 0 shields and my defense is 11, and how I determine defense in ships up to space transport size is the defense equals the pilot's dexterity defense. So if you remember, every stat has a bonus and a defense, which is bonus plus 10. So my dexterity defense is 11, and dexterity is used to pilot smaller vessels because of the quick reflexes that you need and hand-eye coordination. So my defense is 11. That reflects my piloting skill, my piloting ability, and this defense might be enhanced by a bonus I get for maneuverability, but since I'm using a stock YT transport and it doesn't have any maneuverability bonus, so I have to stick with my defense of 11, and to attack I just use my normal ranged attack value, which is also +1, and it depends a Knave on your wisdom skill. My pursuer is faster. He's got speed 6 and also a little souped up, so the pilot's dexterity defense is 13, and this vessel also gets a maneuver bonus of +1, so it's got a defense or AC of 14, and in Knave you have to roll over the defense, so I would need a 15 to hit this ship. Space combat does not use the same overlay as character combat with fray die and different kinds of or with reading the damage die differently, because even if you play with a group, usually you only got one spaceship where the entire party is a crew. So this is basically a one-on-one battle that is perfectly balanced even if you play solo. So here I just use normal damage and hull values. The only thing that I did, I decided, just like my solo hero, that my ship has maximum hull points for its hit die. So also ships, they have a hit die value, which reflects how sturdy they are. And I'm using the D6 system as a reference, where a stock YT has a 4d6 hull. Of course, it works differently in the D6 system. I just decided to stick with it and say I got 4 hit dice. Hit dice in Knave are always D8. So a YT transport has 4d8 hit dice of hull strength, which is basically the ship's hit points. And the only thing I ruled is, because I'm a solo hero, that just like in character combat, I always get the maximum value per hit die. So my hull is 32. But for my pursuer, for the enemy, I will roll the hit dice. So I just determined that it also a tramp fighter scale vessel, so it also has a hull of 4, which means 4 hit dice, but it also got 1 die of shield points, which is another d8, and shield points are just temporary hit points, though they're reduced before you reduce the hull. The good thing about shields is that they do regenerate between encounters or battles and don't need to be repaired. The hull does not regenerate, so you got to repair your hull by using spare parts, mechanical workshop, and usually it involves spending a lot of money. So these are the basics, and I also ruled that anything between 1 and 3 units is within point blank range and is rolled, the attack is rolled with advantage, and anything past or further away than 10 units is rolled with disadvantage, and anywhere from 4 to 10 units you just make a normal attack roll. And like I said, you just count diagonals also as 1. Okay, so Knave uses initiative every round, and it uses a group initiative, and usually it's you roll 1 to 1d6 and 1 till 3. The enemies go first, and 4 to 6 the player heroes go first. But what I like to do, I take 2 dice. Green is always friendly, so green, that's me. Red is always hostile, the enemy, and whoever rolls highest goes first, and it's re-rolled every round. Alright, so we are about to start the first round of combat. So I was chased by my pursuer, and he caught up to me. Damn, this guy's fast. And he's got a lot of fancy flying tricks, like it seems. I gotta get out of here quick. So I reroute all my power to engines. And I'm lucky, so I get to go first. So I try to get some distance between me and my pursuer. So a Knave, you just like in character combat, I got a move and an action. And for my move, I'm going to use my speed. So I punch it, I reroute all power to engines and just hit on the throttle to move 4 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal. And I keep my facing because actually I want to get away and I'm not going to attack. I just need to gauge my enemy first. So now it's my enemy, my pursuer's turn, so he's going to follow me. He's got a speed of 6, so he's faster, so he tries to catch up, which of course is no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually I'm surprised by how fast and agile this vessel seems. Damn, he's gaining on me fast. I can't get away. And now for his action, he's going to shoot, and I already determined that he's using ion guns. So I just reduce my hull as I normally would do, but if I'm at 0 hull, I'm not destroyed, I'm just disabled. So this is how I will just use ion guns. Alright, so, and since he's in point blank range, so he sticks to my tail, he gets to roll with advantage. And what I like to do, he also deals 1d6 points of damage. I always like to roll the damage die together with the 2-hit roll to basically speed up things and save time. So my defense is 11, so he only needs 12, and he's got an attack bonus of I ruled +3 actually, but I forgot that this is based on wisdom, so he only's got a wisdom defense and bonus of +2, so he's got a +2, and the iron gun is firing. Oh, haha, lucky me. So I'm using the higher one because he's got advantage. That's 9. You can't see the small dot here, but here's the dot that indicates this is a 9. 6 is here. So 9 plus 2 is 11, but he needs to get higher than 11. He needs to get a 12 in Knave in order to hit me. So I barely managed to dodge at the last second. So I yanked the ship to the right, and the iron blast zips by. So that was first round, and we reroll initiative. Damn, it's his turn again. So he sticks to my tail. So basically, I just assume we are still moving forward. So we are in this established pursuit position, and he's going to shoot again. He keeps me in point blank range. And now, of course, he hits. Oh, I forgot to roll the damage. He deals 1d6 points of damage. So he hits me. My hull is 32, so I will track my hull on my digital pad. So now it's 28. And it's not real hull damage, but it's iron damage. So I'm hit, and blue electricity sears across my consoles. Damn! And a shock goes through the ship. But now it's my turn. Alright, I can't outrun this guy. So let's see how good you're in a real fight. So I try to change my position in a little, fly a little loop around him, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm in pursuit. And use my forward gun. I also get to roll with advantage, and I also will roll my damage die, but I have to beat actually a 15 because he's got a 14 AC and I have a +1 bonus, but I also got advantage. Damn, 2 and 9 and even ridiculously low damage. So he easily counters my little maneuver with a little side sweep, and my laser blasts just go right by. And we do initiative again. And now he also got the drop on me, so he's faster and he also got more speed, so he makes a wider loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he keeps a little bit of his distance, but still keeps me in point blank range, and shoots. Damn, look at this. Critical hit, which deals double damage. He already did 6 damage, and I have to reroll the damage die. Damn. Ouch. But that's lucky. So that's 7 points of iron damage. So I'm at 21 hull. Thank God it's only iron damage. But now it's my turn. Alright, so I've realized I can't get away, so this is actually going to be a dogfight now within the gravity well. So I just make a tight turn and go into attack position. So I'm heading straight for my pursuer. So we are facing each other at breathtaking speed. So you basically have to imagine this all a little stretched out. And I also get to roll with advantage. Yes, 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 lucky me. Also a critical hit, 20. So I get to roll this again. So that's 5 points of damage. And 4. So that's 9 points of damage. What I forgot to do, I forgot to roll actually the hull points. So it's 48. So just remember with me real quick, 9 points of damage. So my pursuer has got a hull strength of lucky me. I don't know if you can see all those dice. 3, 6, and 2, 2. So he's only got 10 points of hull. So maybe he has been already in a few dogfights, but he's got a shield die. So he's got 1d8 worth of shield points, which help to lessen the blow a little for him. So he's got 2 shield points. So I hit for critical hit for 9 points. So first the shield points are reduced to 0, and we have 7 left over. So he only got 3 hull left actually. So I was pretty lucky. He rolled poorly on his hull roll, but in the game world, I just landed a critical hit at a vital system. So we are facing each other and racing towards each other at breathtaking speed. So, and I take aim. All right, you son of a bitch! Squeeze the trigger. And he tries to get away at the last second, but I'm already too close. So the blast punches right through his shields, and I see basically his invisible shield bubble collapse, and I just manage to destroy one of his steering fins here, so he veers off severely damaged. Damn. Yeah, let's say he veers off to the side a little. And we're back to initiative. But he gets the drop on me, so he tries to circle behind me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's back in business. He's in point blank range, but he's got no shields. But of course he hits. He only needs to get a 12. I already and also deals 6 points of damage. So he also manages to land a powerful hit in my system. 21 minus 6, so that's 25 points of hull left, or of system strength, if you want to call it this, computer system strength. So even though I managed to score a critical hit, he recovered and compensates for the missing steering fin and already established position. But now it's my turn, so I just do a quick turn, and I'm also in attack position with advantage. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, 15. So this is what I need. 15 plus 1 is 16. I need a 15 and another very good hit. 6 points of damage. He already got... He only has 3 points of hull left. So this takes him out of the fight. Bam. All right, so we pass each other and another direct hit blows off some of his upper hull here and basically cripples the vessel, and it veers off out of control, and I can see it takes a while until he recovers, but then he goes full throttle and tries to escape. And since I'm also damaged, I will just let him go and try or get out of the gravity well myself to get some distance between us and figure out what I'm going to do next. All right, so this was the first space combat encounter, and I was pretty lucky actually with with him having very little hull points and with me scoring critical hits. But like I always say, it's a dice game, and if I play solo, I let the dice, of course, fall as they may. So there's no cheating and no no mercy basically. So if he would have destroyed me or disabled me, also that would have been how it worked. Alrighty, so let's update our hull or system strength here. Let's put down sys for system strength, and I am down to 25. So this also needs some repairing and some time to recover. So if I should get into another skirmish with iron guns, I will start with this reduced value. But that was so I was pretty lucky. Ha! Showed you, you son of a bitch. Ha! That'll teach you, messing with me. Damn. But I'm not really sure. I mean, were they actually sent by my employer to rip me off? Or was she in turn maybe captured or put under pressure to be forced to to reveal my destination and what I was carrying. Alright, so let's keep a low profile for now and figure this out. So I am basically powering down the ship. I shut off everything except life support to basically keep a very low sensor profile. I'm basically just drifting through space without any active energy emissions because I'm not using any sensors or anything. And I'm like, if I'm floating dead in space outside of the gravity well, I'm practically almost undetectable. So I let myself drift, and then I head down into the cargo hold where the canisters are loaded that contain the consumer electronics. So let's just record this real quick. So I'm putting down thought of pirate ship at destination. And they seemed to be well informed. About my cargo. Okay, so I'm heading down into the cargo hold, and I decide to check out, to inspect the cargo, if there's maybe a tracking device or anything hidden within the canisters, which are closed and sealed. So let's first determine if the canisters are actually locked or if I could open them. And I say it's going to be very likely that they are locked. And as always, the black die will be in front. So let's ask the GM. $47. Yes, they are indeed locked. So I inspect the canisters, and as expected, or to no surprise, there's an electronic lock preventing me from opening the canisters and inspecting the cargo. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I will try to override to pick the lock. However, I don't have any designated security tools or security toolkit because I didn't put it down and it's not standard issue equipment, but maybe I can improvise something with materials I have lying around in my ship. I mean, they're just like if you got a small standard toolkit in your car, maybe, or I assume I got some sort of standard toolkit which belongs to the ship's inventory for minor repairs. But I'm not certain if I could actually use these tools to try to override one of these electronic locks, but I will ask the game master if I might be able to. And I will say it is 50-50. It's not unlikely because I think there are also some tools for finer repairs or wire work that you have to maybe conduct on your ship. And I think it's a 50-50 chance that these are some universal tools that could also be used to try to override a security or electronic lock. So I'm asking the game master, and it's 50-50. 27, yes. So I can improvise something from the tools I have available on the ship. So this is what I will do. Let's see if I'm using this little wire cutter together with this micro welder. I might be able to override this locking mechanism. So I get to work, and this requires a skill check or an ability check, and this uses intelligence. And let's randomly determine the difficulty. It is 10 as a base plus 1d6, I'm going to say. Alright, so it's a difficulty of 14, which means I have to get a 15 because I got to roll over the difficulty, and I am using my intelligence bonus of +3. So let's get these crates open. Damn. Alright. I rolled a 2, so I failed. So I try to pick the lock with the improvised tools, but I'm not really familiar with the mechanism, and I seem to have cut the wrong wire, as suddenly a very, very annoying and very high-pitched tone alerts or would alert everybody nearby to the fact that there's something amiss. But thank God I'm in my cargo hold and nobody else is there. But I'm not able to shake it or to switch it off. So I end up destroying the lock, smashing the lock, but that in turn means I'm also not able to open it, so it stays locked. But I have to destroy it to get rid of this annoying screech. Alright, so no luck here. So I determined that they're just beyond my skill at the moment, or with the tools I have available. So yeah, I can't open them, and they're locked, and I can't look inside. Damn. Alright, so I can't figure out if there's actually a tracking device in there, but I'm going to assume there is. Always assume the worst, otherwise I can't explain, even if they knew that I was coming and when I was coming. I mean, still, to be at the exact coordinates at the exact right time is very, very unlikely if you don't have any information from some sort of tracking or surveillance device. So let's assume my ship is bugged. Alright, so my ship is bugged. I can be tracked. And I'm not sure if I was about to be double-crossed or if my employer is also in a tight... Whoops, sorry, my camera. Also in a tight spot. Alright, so what I think I will do is I try to reach the contact, the number that she gave me. Alright, so let's get closer to the planet. Okay, so it's been a while since I tried to open the lock, and I've been drifting a while, so that I'm confident that I'm have altered my course or trajectory quite a bit. So I'm powering up the engines again and the systems, and rerouting power to the sensor array, and turn the ship around and slowly head back towards the planet, towards the Laroom system, or the planet Laroom in the Laroom system. So at this point I will do two things. First, I gotta determine if maybe our little space combat has caught the attention of somebody else, maybe Imperials, maybe local security, or people that wanted to help or whatever. So let's see if there's an increase in traffic because of our little engagement. But I think it's unlikely because, like I said, space is vast, even in a planetary system. And yeah, I was exiting hyperspace outside of the gravity well. I just then moved into the gravity well, so I'm assuming there was not much traffic in the area. So I'm saying it is unlikely, but it might be possible. So I'm asking the GM, is there increased space traffic as I approach the planet? And it's unlikely. 12. Oh, almost an exceptional yes, no, but a yes, indeed. So as I approach the planet, my scopes indeed pick up some, or it seems like some increased traffic. So I just realized I gotta put my Han Solo back in the picture. I just needed the room for the space combat, but Star Wars wouldn't be the same without my Funko Pops. So let's put Han and Leia back into the camera. All right, so increased traffic. So now I need to determine if it's some sort of planetary security or Imperials or something else. So 1, 2 Imperials, 3, 4 planetary security, and 5, 6 something else. Three, 4 means planetary security. All right. So my scopes pick up some increased activity. Looks like a security transponder code. And the vessels, they look pretty similar, short-range fighter or patrol vessels. I'm assuming planetary security. And while I'm thinking, I'm already hailed. Beep, 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 beep. Damn. So I answer, yes, this is a YT 1300, never too late. Captain Ryder piloting. How can I help you with? Or what can I help you with? Our sensors picked up increased energy readings and possibly gunfire in this vicinity. Have you run into any trouble, or can you give us any information? Did you witness any unusual events on your approach or in this region of space? No. I mean, I just arrived a little further outside. My hyperdrive was acting up a little, and I just crawled my way back to the planet. And no, luckily I was not harassed by anything and didn't pick up anything. Why do I need to be careful? Do you have problems with piracy in this area, maybe? Not really. Actually, it's a pretty safe system. Haven't had any trouble with pirates in quite a while. Alright, so we are going to resume our patrol, and you watch your 6 and stay safe. By the way, why are you heading towards the planet? What's your business here while we're at it? Just visiting a relative. Visiting a relative, alright. So where are you visiting from? Damn. I'm just arrived from the main system. The main. That's not that far, is it? No, it was a very short and pleasant trip. Besides from my hyperdrive acting up. Okay. Well, you take care. Alright, let's just see if they actually let me go, or if I did raise any suspicion. What I will do is I will make a charisma check first, and depending on the outcome of the check, I will assign mythic odds. So if I pass the check, it will be unlikely, and if I don't pass the check, the odds that I might have raised some suspicion will be higher. So let's say it's a DC of 12, so I need to get a 13, and my charisma bonus is +2. Damn! Natural one. Alright, so I was just about to turn my ship around to basically, go around them in a wide berth as I'm hailed again. Beep, 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 beep. YT 1300, never too late. Please acknowledge. Yeah, this is YT 1300, never too late. Yeah, funny thing. We just picked up some strange sensor readings from your ion engine. Seems like it's not working properly. There's some energy surges and irregularities. Usually we get these kind of readings when we use ion guns and ion weapons to disable ships. Like I said, I mean, my hyperdrive was acting up a little, so this is why I had to exit hyperspace. Pretty far away, and just needed to crawl back into the system, further into the system. Yeah, you know what? With a drive like that, I think we better escort you and inspect your ship once we're down there to make sure that everything is all right. I mean, officers, you got important things to do. I mean, weren't you on patrol? I can assure you, it's all fine. I will just, if it makes you happy, I will turn off the engine and just use thrusters and propulsive lift engines when I head into the atmosphere. And once I'm down there, I will have the drive thoroughly inspected. What do you say? Well, I'm afraid I have to. All right, so OOC, I read in a solo gaming advice document, always give yourself a chance to fail. So yeah, I already did fail the check, but actually I think the offer to just use the repulsor engines and thrusters is not too far-fetched and too unreasonable. So I will give myself one final chance, a charisma check, but with a higher DC of 16. So I need to roll a 17. If maybe at the last minute they take me up on my offer. Like I said, always give yourself a chance to fail. Damn, 12 plus 2, it's 14. Would have been good enough for the first check, but not for the second one. So, yeah, I'm afraid I have to insist. So please acknowledge these coordinates and follow us on our approach. We're going to escort you down to the surface. And to give you a fair warning, this is an official, not request, but an official order now. So please do not deviate from this course, or we might be forced to use whatever force is necessary, if you get our meaning. We don't want that, do we? I will acknowledge the coordinates and follow you down to the surface. All right, see you down there. And then they assume an escort formation to the right and to the left of my vessel, and we're slowly heading down into the planet's atmosphere. All right, just a short episode today because it's already late and I gotta get up early. Just wanted to finish this space battle, and this is like, or what I think is another great cliffhanger to end this episode while we are slowly heading for the surface, and they're going to inspect my vessel. So we will pick this up in the next session of A Smuggler's Tale. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice evening, and I hope you tune in next time when we continue our adventure with Galen Ryder and A Smuggler's Tale. Bye for now.